Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. We have a new 40-acre property in Wyoming with road frontage and electricity, rock formations, view of Pyramid Peak, and the Pathfinder Reservoir from the property. These beautiful rock formations are actually on the property, along with open pasture land. Standing on the property, you have a view of Pyramid Peak, and from some of the higher elevation points, you can see the Pathfinder Reservoir just west of the property. You have roughly 1,288 feet of road frontage along Rocky Gap Road, and there you can see the electricity lines and poles that run along the property. Here's another photo of the electricity lines and poles along with some of the rock formations. This is Rocky Gap Road running through the property. So north of the road, you have some rock formations. This is a satellite image with the parcel highlighted in green. This is Rocky Gap Road. There you can see the electricity lines and poles already in place. So you have rock formations on the southern portion of the property and on the northeast portion of the property. Then you have a lot of open meadowland north of the road and south of the road. We're going to take you to the property on Google Earth. Just east of the property, about 1.8 miles away, you have the intersection of Cortez Road and Pedro Mountain Ranch Road. Once you cross over this little creek here, Pedro Mountain Ranch Road turns into Rocky Gap Road, and there's our property. You can see why they call it Rocky Gap Road as you look right here. You pass through this rocky gap along this road. And our property just happens to be on the west side of that gap. The cool attribute is that you'll own property on both sides of the road. Here we're looking west. South of the road you have some open meadow areas and then the rock formations. This southeast corner here, this is the high elevation point on the property, about 6,880 feet. Low elevation points around 6,500 feet. On the north side of Rocky Gap Road you have more open meadow land and then some rock formations on the east portion. Over to the west here, this is the Pathfinder Reservoir. To the southwest there's Pyramid Peak. As you look, you can see there's mountains all around the property. The majority of this land is public land, which is desirable for hunting, hiking, horseback riding, camping, outdoor recreation. To give you an idea where the property is located, this is the 40 acres right here. And to the northeast, you have Casper, Wyoming. It's about 50 miles, roughly an hour from the property. Then about 35 miles of that 50-mile distance is on a paved state highway. This is State Highway 220 that takes you from the town of Alcova directly into Casper. Now, if you take 220 to the west and then southwest, that'll take you down to Rawlins, Wyoming. Casper is the second largest city in Wyoming, population around 60,000. There's a hospital with medical care, Target, Home Depot, Walmart, Sam's Club, tractor supply store, pretty much anything you need you can find in Casper. Alcova is about 16 miles from the property, roughly 25 minutes. In Alcova, there's a general store with food and fuel, bar and grill, post office, and a tackle and bait store. In addition to hunting, hiking, and outdoor recreation, this area is very popular for fishing and boating and water sports. Within just a few miles from the property, you have the Alcova Reservoir, roughly 2,500 surface acres, the Pathfinder Reservoir, over 22,000 surface acres, and the Seminoe Reservoir, roughly 20,000 surface acres. In addition, the North Platte River runs all throughout this area. That's what creates these reservoirs through these hydroelectric dams. And about 13 miles southwest of the property, you have this area called the Miracle Mile. The world-class Miracle Mile is actually a 5.5-mile stretch of the North Platte River that's fed by the Seminoe Reservoir, about 30 miles southwest of Casper. It's an extremely fertile tailwater that offers anglers a chance to catch enormous trophy trout with approximately 4,000 fish per mile, which offers you plenty of opportunities to catch the fish of a lifetime. This area is boatable, but much more effective if you're doing wade fishing. That information comes from the Casper tourism website. Here are some photos of the Miracle Mile. Incredibly beautiful. North of this area, you have the North Platte River running through Fremont Canyon. There you can see some people out there fishing in Fremont Canyon. This is where North Platte River comes out of that canyon. You can see a lot more people fishing here as well. And all of this is within just miles from the property. Here we have some aerial photos. This is looking east. You can see Rocky Gap Road. This is actually running through the property. There are some electricity lines and poles. You can see all those beautiful rock formations. There's looking to the northwest at the Pathfinder Reservoir. Again, over 22,000 surface acres. Looking west, you can see more of the Pathfinder Reservoir, and there's Pyramid Peak. These are all visible from the property, especially the higher elevation points. Here's some more photos of those beautiful rock formations, lots of trees. These photos were taken in late November of 2020, and as you can see at the time, there was no snow on the ground, but that could change at any time. And it is the winter, it is Wyoming, it does snow a lot. And the spring and summers are beautiful here. We've actually sold properties. We have images of the spring and the summertime. Beautiful and green as far as the eye can see. There are lots of wildflowers. This area is abundant in wildlife. Here's some pronghorn antelope running near the property. This area of Wyoming is actually considered the pronghorn capital of the United States. There is wildlife tracks and droppings on the property. To the north, the property borders roughly 1,570 acres of state land. There's over 1 million acres of public land surrounding the property in all directions. For information on hunting in the area, we're going to provide a link to the Wyoming Game and Fish Department website within the listing description. Here are some photos of the Pathfinder Reservoir. Again, that's roughly 2,200 surface acres. They have a popular ice fishing tournament in the winter. This is the Alcova Reservoir, roughly 2,500 surface acres. Then we have the Seminoe Reservoir, over 20,000 surface acres. About 2.5 hours from Laramie, Wyoming, population around 30,000. About 3.5 hours from Cheyenne, Wyoming, largest city in Wyoming, population over 90,000. And about 4 hours and 45 minutes from Denver, Colorado. Now, these white circles represent some nearby landowners that have developed their properties to varying degrees. Some of the landowners have mobile homes with accessory buildings, site-built homes, just parking a camper or an RV on their property. You can use alternative building styles like a shipping container, arch cabin, tiny home, geodesic dome, earthship. We've sold a lot of properties in Wyoming. This is the first property that actually has all of these attributes rolled into one. That includes road access, electricity lines and poles already on the property, rock formations, rock outcroppings, trees, view of the Pathfinder Reservoir. This is a really rare and unique property. We have this 40-acre property priced at $179,997. All the property details are listed here on our website. The property taxes are about $155 a year for the entire property. There's no HOA or HOA fees. We have a detailed listing description. Here are all the links to the nearby points of interest that we pointed out. GPS coordinates with links where you can open those on a Google map. There are over 200 images of the property in the surrounding area. The property is of interest. We highly recommend you take the time to look through all of these images. They'll answer many questions that you have and even some you had not thought of. All of the images have captions, many of them have labels. And the photos of the property are actually of the property. Again, these photos were taken around November 22nd of 2020. Then at the bottom of the page we have this interactive map. At LANDiO we work extremely hard to make it super easy for you to purchase land. All you need to do is go to our website landio.com, navigate to the property that you're interested in. Once you're on the property details page, you're going to see a green Buy Now button. What that green Buy Now button does is allows you to place a deposit on a property. The deposit is only $499 and that deposit secures your purchase of the property. That $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase and we cover all of the closing costs. To place a deposit, just simply click that green Buy Now button. It's going to add a deposit, $499 to your cart. Click Checkout. Enter all your contact information. Click Continue to Payment. Enter the payment information, then complete the checkout process. As soon as that checkout process has been completed, this Buy Now button will automatically turn to gray and say Out of Stock. We only have one of each property available and we sell our properties on a first come first served basis. The first person that places a deposit is the one that secures the property. If you're watching this video and you're interested in this property, you go to our website and it says Under Contract and that green Buy Now button says Out of Stock. That means that someone has already placed a deposit on the property. Now, if it's under contract, they have not yet completed the purchase. During that period of time, we do have the ability for you to place a backup deposit. Backup deposit will secure your place in line. If the current buyer does complete the purchase, your $499 backup deposit will be refunded to you. If they do not complete the purchase and you're next in line, then you would automatically become the new buyer, your $499 deposit credited towards your purchase. If you'd like to place a backup deposit on one of our properties, please contact us and we'll walk you through the steps. If this property does not fit your interest, then go over here and look at our Properties tab. You'll see we have properties available in multiple states including Maine, Colorado, North Carolina, Oklahoma. We have new properties coming available in New York State, Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma, Wyoming. To be notified of new properties when they come available, we recommend you go to our website. On the top of every page you're going to see this form where you can submit your email address. That will add you to our VIP list that receive first notifications of new properties as they come available. If you have any questions, our phone number is on the top of every page of our website. That number is 866-8LANDiO. That's 866-852-6346. That number also receives text messages. We have a live chat feature here on our website where you can communicate with us in real time. If we're not available for whatever reason, please send us a message or respond to you at our next availability. You can also fill out this contact form here on our website or just send us an email directly. Our email address is hello@landio.com. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time to visit our website and watch our property videos, and ask that you please support us by sharing our website, our properties, and our videos with everyone that you know. The more people that we reach, the more dreams of land ownership we can make come true, and it would be an honor to add you to the LANDiO family of happy customers. Please help us bring more amazing properties to market by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a positive comment, and be sure you're subscribed to our channel and have your notifications turned on to ensure you're notified of new videos as soon as they come available. Thank you and God bless. LANDiO. Land is opportunity. Please click in the upper left-hand corner and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In the upper right-hand corner, we have all of our available properties in a playlist. In the lower right-hand corner, we have a playlist of our Land as Opportunity series. And in the lower left-hand corner, we have our LANDiO Unscripted series.